Hey there, investors. It's time to talk about diversified companies. We examined 45, but only 7 made the list. One of the 2 on your screen isn't in the crowd. Come on, let's go swimming with the sharks and find out who. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Make sure to tell your friends all about it as well. We're diving right in with AMETEK, ticker AME. Their yield is 0.7%, blah, on $83.72. They're qualified as a Cashflow 1, so that means 17 years of increasing cash flow per share with the exception of this one negative year here, going from 08 to 09, bad year for a lot of folks. They are not qualified for earnings or dividends. Here's what their long-term trend looks like. And here is the year-to-year change. Next up, Barnes Group, ticker symbol B. Their yield is only 1.2% on $52.60. They are not qualified for cash flow, but they are qualified for earnings per share, E1, 17 years of increasing earnings per share with the exception again of this 08-09 time frame, and they are not qualified for dividends. Here's what their long-term trend looks like. See, they took the hit here and then they've been slowly building back up since then. And here's their year-to-year change. Brady Corporation, BRC, again, nothing to get too excited about, 1.8% on $46.51. They're not qualified for cash flow, they're not qualified for earnings, but they are a Div 0. So 17 years of increasing dividends per share, but hey, when it's only 1.8%, is that really something to get excited about? Here's what that looks like on the long-term trend. Yeah. And here's what it looks like on the year-to-year. Carlisle CSL, their yield is 1.3% on $124.29. Not qualified for cash flow or earnings, but they are a Div 0. A Div 0, but again, at 1.3%, is that really anything to get terribly excited about? There's the long-term trend, and here is the year-to-year. All right, Parker-Hannifin PH. Their yield is 1.7% on $177.52. They are not qualified for cash flow or earnings per share, but they are a Div 0. Div 0. Long-term trend. Kind of had a rough time in here, but trying to get it together here in later years. And here is the year-to-year changes. Here's a name everybody's going to know, 3M Corporation, MMM. Finally, somebody who is above the Dow Jones Industrial Average benchmark that I use, 2.6%. And that's on $212.13. And yes, they are a Div 0. They're not qualified for cash flow, not qualified for earnings, but they are a Div 0. Here's that long-term trend. Overall, not too bad. And here is the year-to-year change. United Technologies, UTX, their yield is 2.2% on $131.90. They are also a Div 0. Not qualified for cash flow, not qualified for earnings. Here's what that looks like on the long-term trend. Generally, upward trend there on all lines. And here's the year-to-year. All right, let's lay these all out against each other and see what we can see here. Now, there's a pattern here that I want you to pay attention to. In the 1 and 2 slots, you got Parker-Hannifin and 3M. In the 3 and 4 slots, you've got UTX and CSL. And then down here in the bottom three, you can see the rest of the crowd. That is repeated, almost identical in the earnings per share. Very clearly, you've got Parker-Hannifin and 3M right up here breaking out in the 1 and 2 slots, followed by UTX and Carlisle down here in 3 and 4, and then the rest of the crowd taking up those bottom slots. And look what happens when we go into the dividends per share. We see 3M, no surprises here, at 2.7% against a big per share. So that is a good dividend playing out there on a good solid company. Parker-Hannifin and United Technologies down here in the 2 and 3 slots, pretty close to each other, and then everybody else below there. Hard to get excited about a lot of these companies, but I tell you, if you want a nice, safe income play, 3M makes the most sense for you. You can see that they've beat everybody on the dividend per share. They are consistently outperforming everybody on earnings per share and consistently outperforming on cash flow. The only company outperforming them on cash flow or earnings is Parker-Hannifin, but when we go down to the dividends, we see that Parker-Hannifin is not performing as well. So you got a couple of options here. You could look at Parker-Hannifin for something other than an income play, or you got 3M as a good, safe income play, something that you can tuck away in your portfolio and not have to worry about it. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the discussion this week. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss a single issue. And please tell your friends so they can join in the conversation. I'd like to know what you think about 3M, Parker-Hannifin, United Tech, or any of the other companies that we've listed here. Did I call this one right, or do you disagree? I look forward to your comments down below. Have a great week.